Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're doing alright. Welcome to my Path of Exile 2 0.5 Return of the Ancients Chronomancer build guide video here. So I've uploaded a video 2 days ago and this is like a more polished variant. I'm also completely done with the campaign now and I started mapping. So it's a Spark Flame Wall setup. That's the main deck. You can see on the color of these sparks, they are ignited now. Therefore, they are a little bit more powerful. And this, how it works from very early next stop maps. That's the build in a nutshell. If needed, and there's a combo to really burst, so big part is this mana Tempest Cloud. It drains mana while in there, but the projectiles are insanely powerful when they get shot through this cloud. That's another part of the build. Then, important against bosses and nasty uniques, this Elemental Pierce Curse, reduce their resistances, and since it's a Chronomancer, you can do this. Very, very versatile skill, and you can travel back in time, right? Back in time when we had mana, and there's a combo to it. You combine all of this, so I would stop time. Curse, ramp up, ramp up, ramp up. While the damage from Spark is going, drop a Ice Wall now and then. Don't spam it. When you spam it, it's less bursty. So you would place one, melt it as the boss life melts, drop another one, and so on. And that's the combo. And pretty much every monster pack, I have to engage the following way. Doing this. Mana Tempest Cloud, Firewall Spark. Nasty unique spawned, burst him down. Literally, you just click, click, click and he's dead. It's insanely powerful. It's insanely powerful and fun to use. My passive skill tree, my gems here, my support gems. Time freeze, magnified area, effect duration, cooldown, second wind. This is up to you. Sometimes I use, it's better in boss fights. For bossing, this is insane, but I rather have the cooldown quick in like a regular map as well for like against monsters, uniques, whatever. Whenever I need this, it should be ready. And the cooldown is very, very long if I have the second wind. Then Flame Wall Spark. So Flame Wall is cast in a circle. I think that's a little bit better modification to light up these sparks. Rapid casting and unleash. Spark, of course, I did my best. This has quality, level 15 spark. I could be very greedy for the last socket by corrupting this, because I would probably not find like the thingy right now. But yeah, I won't, only if I have an upgrade for this. I modded it the following way. And quality, by the way, adds cast speed. It's nice, of course. Rapid casting, faster projectiles, has a chance to pierce, 1-2 lightning skills, and just flat damage, 35%. The elemental weakness curse made it a little bit more potent, has longer effect duration. The burst frost wall has, those icicles have less life, so they will burst immediately or very, very easily. Spell cascade, more area and more damage. This insane mana tempest buff, which drains mana, should absolutely have efficiency. It's like the other thingies are not important at the beginning, but efficiency is. Because when the mana regen is not quite there, you cannot stand for too long in this cloud. And actually, that's where the burst comes from, right? Just having this up pretty much always. And therefore, efficiency is great. The rapid casting as well, because in fight, everything should be quick. Everything should be quick. It's ramping damage. Now with insane cast speed, it looks like this. But yeah, cast speed is key in this build. Arcane Surge as well. I have it in the passive skill tree now on crit. Requires a high level character, level 60 plus or so. Before that, I had Arcane Surge in Spark. The procs pretty much a lot. It procs a lot, but of course it's better on crit. The Arctic Armor, that's how I froze this boss in the intro. I have increased freeze build-up for this, vitality, and mana regeneration, your clarity support gem. Yeah, I will not level this further, only when I start a new character in the new league. But I can tell you what to do at the very beginning, and I can tell you what I would do in the next level. Let's start with the beginning. Of course, it's a Chronomancer. I chose this temporary rift ability and ultimate command, which grants time freeze. Rather insane ability. In the very first level, I grab me some damage and some fast speed and some energy shield. Then I move on to this corner here, get the damage, 30, 30, and another 30 here if I do the full rotation. By just casting Spark, those two will be active. So maybe in the very early level, I can save this 1 point, but does it really matter? However, this one is also important, efficient casting for the mana cost efficiency. That's insane. So you can dish out a lot of sparks. Therefore, when it's cheap to cast, more defense here. And then cast speed. Cast speed, cast speed, cast speed is like the next big one. And it's also nice when progressing Truth Campaign. Will gradually get faster and more DPS output. This one is nice, Chronomancer. Only important, of course, after like the lab to gain time freeze. That is stop lasts longer. And the need. This is more energy shield. Here is more spell damage and cast speed. Then going here, this one is insane. Cast speed if you crit recently, basically always, so free cast rate again. And this one is insane. Aspiring Genius. 20 mana regen, oh that's fine, but chance to gain Arcane Surge when you deal a crit. Wow! Basically always, procs very, very, very frequently. The anointment on my amulet is just flat 25% lightning damage, but it's all the way down here, right? So how, yeah, impossible to get this early, so I have it as an anointment called Electrifying Nature, this node. And yeah, flat 25 lightning damage, why not? For the sparks, and also since I'm hitting since I'm proccing these icicles from Frostwall with Spark, they also burst with extra lightning damage. Nice, nice, nice. Now, how I would continue tuning up the damage more. So the very first step would be this 4% increased spirit here. Boom. Because I need exactly 3 more spirit. And then I can implement an entirely new tech in this. And that's also important and needed. Someone wants to do more than like the starter maps. And it's called Siphon Elements. So with this spirit node, boom, I'm able to activate this. And it's about these remnants. And you have a bunch of nodes. Say, yeah, you deal more damage when you consume the infusion. Or you call it infusion, not remnants. Whatever, remnants or infusion. Some thingies, you kill a monster with like a fire damage, boom, a fire infusion drops basically. And you can pick them up. But you don't actually have to walk there. It would be, and pick them up from further away. Can be collected from further away. You have a bunch of nodes, those as well. So in reality, it would be you just kill shit and you have these remnants, you have the buff all the time. It would be a big upgrade. Then there's also more crit. Since there is game proc on crit and things and so on. There would be more crit chance here. More crit damage. Fast speed if you dealt a crit recently. Insane node. And yeah, can scale this up more and more and more and more. But I wanted to be honest with you and to conclude this video. First of all, if you honestly watch this until now, that's insane. If someone will copy this build in-game, would be an honor to me if you complete the campaign with this. But, truth to be told, start the build is very rarely the endgame build. That's especially true for Path of Exile 2. And I personally don't see how this Spark skill is clearing the highest difficulty maps. and doing Uber bosses. Probably not gonna happen, right? So at a certain point, we need to think about some way more powerful setup, or farm a little bit of currency and trade for this 1 billion enabling unique or whatever it may be to take this to the next level. So it's very, very, very efficient. It's utterly efficient to go Truth campaign with this, especially with the Spark and Frostwall Burst. That's crazy strong. It's almost the entire screen is Frostwall. Like, oh, I get bum rushed by monsters? Nope. Nope. Time freeze. Like, it's just crazy. It's a crazy build, you know what I mean? If he's powerful playing this, that's a crowd control aspect of this is awesome. And makes it very safe and not rippy. That's the least rippy build I've played in Path of Exile 2 so far. And I bought it the very second they had it for early access. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this. What? What? What the fuck, bro?